What's up guys, Dopes930 here, finally with my install guide for the Cobra ODE into a PlayStation 3 console. I'm going to be following right along with the manual from Cobra directly. Version 1.4 is the latest manual as of today. This is going to be a very basic install. I'm installing it into a CECHH FAT PS3 console. This is just a hardware video. I will have a software video and a separate one where I actually show me setting it up. First thing you want to do is make sure you have a compatible PS3, which you will check the serial on the back of your PlayStation and match it up to one of these two pictures I have in the video for you. And then you will need to decide what cables you'll need and just match it up with this menu right here. Again, in this video I'll be installing Cobra ODE into the CECHH FAT style. If you have a different kind of PlayStation, it will differ on install. Just so you know, you're going to need to pause the video definitely throughout it because this is not meant to be in real time. This is as a reference guide. So you're going to need to pause it, I'm sure, and maybe skip ahead some parts and go back in other parts. Alright, so to get started, you're going to have to open up your PS3 console. Once it's opened up, you're going to need to disconnect the ribbon cable from your, it's connected from the motherboard of the PlayStation to your PS3's disk drive. It's, in my opinion, easiest to actually remove the power unit, which I will go ahead and do in this video, just to gain access to the ribbon. In order to remove the ribbon cables, all you have to do is use your thumb and actually flip up the little connector that holds down the ribbon cable. I'll actually go ahead and show you how to do that in this video. You want to make sure you do that, and if you don't do that, you can damage the cable or the port itself actually. As you can see here, I'm just flipping up and down the switch. It's going to be just like that, but with the ribbon cable. You flip it up and the cable will slide right out. Next, you're going to go ahead and connect your ribbon cable. Make sure you reference that guide I put at the beginning of this. You slide it right into that port, and with your hand or your thumbs, you just go ahead and press down and it'll lock the ribbon cable into place. Then you're going to connect it to the part on the board, that the Cobra ODE that says PATA MB for motherboard. Same thing, use your thumbs to pop down and it'll lock into place. Very simple. Next, you're going to take the other ribbon cable that you again referenced that guide to make sure you got the right one. This one for the console I'm installing in has the opposite sided connections. So as you see, same thing. Locks into place and then connects into PATA, I believe it says drive or DRV, something like that, the middle port on the Cobra ODE. Alright, once again, make sure it's lined up straight and locked in place and you are ready to move on. Please ignore the fact that in this scene I actually show that I only have one ribbon cable plugged in. You should have both ribbon cables plugged in at this point. One from the motherboard to the ODE and one from the disk drive to the ODE. Alright, next you're going to need to disconnect the little cable that is between the PlayStation's power unit and the motherboard. This might already be disconnected if you did what I said and pulled out the power unit to gain access to the ribbon slot. If not, then you're going to need to disconnect it. Then you're going to go ahead and replace it with the cable that Cobra gave you. Make sure you refer to the wiring chart or diagram I placed at the beginning of this video. The white cable has to go in a certain direction because the whole point of that white cable is that it has an added little red cable that's going to be plugged into the Cobra ODE to power it. And if you don't have that white cable in the right way, it won't be able to actually reach the Cobra ODE board. So as you can see, the red cable coming off the white cable is closest to the motherboard, and that's exactly how you're going to want to have it. Alright, once you've got those two cables plugged in, make sure you're careful with those cables because the one that's connected to the motherboard, it's kind of a brittle port and you do not want to damage that. Then just click the red cable into place, it'll snap right in down onto the Cobra ODE. Next, which in my opinion is the hardest part of the install, is getting this thing to stay to the back top of the disk drive. Refer to the picture I had right before this to kind of reference how you need it to be angled. I don't I fast forwarded it for the sake of you guys, but I spent a good 10 minutes just taping this damn thing down because it does not want to stay into place. So, you know, do what you got to do, but you got to get to stay up in that top of that disk drive. Next, we're going to go ahead and connect the external device via the ribbon cable. The guide it should be the same no matter what motherboard revision you have, I believe, but still refer to that wiring guide. Same exact thing, it plugs into place and it's going to snap down. Then the other end plugs into the external adapter. Exact same way, snaps down. And we're good to go. Then you're going to refer to this guide right here to install the clips. They push in through the back. It's different for whatever console you have, so make sure you follow the guide. They're kind of a pain to get in. You just gotta push and squeeze pretty hard to get them into their little slots. Then it'll actually just go and snap right into the vents. You can kind of choose where you want to put it. And essentially you are done. And as you can see, it'll light up red when you boot on your console. And you can put your console back together. I do recommend testing it out though before you actually put your PS3 back together, because if something's wrong, you're going to have to break it all down. But yeah, that's all it is for this revision of the PlayStation console. Super easy install, no soldering required. I didn't realize I had to have a working disk drive to use this product, so I actually do need to repair my disk drive, and I'll be making a part 2 just showing you how to make it work on the software side of things. But in terms of hardware and install, this is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was pretty basic, but a lot of you have been asking me forever, so I finally wanted to get it out there. I know it took way longer than initially anticipated, but hopefully it'll help some of you guys out just having a visual, and a lot of you said there was no other ones in English. If this did help you out at all, or you enjoyed this video, please thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that good stuff to show support to my channel, and be looking for part 2, guys. Peace. What's up, guys? Don't forget to check out dopesweater.com to find out more about anything I talked about in this video, to stay up to date with the latest modding news, there's any other news I find important, as well as to check out my latest videos. Peace.